Shit, it's on the road. It's funny because right after we got in that one episode where I was on the road,
Uh,
where I said that video you saw,
yeah.
I saw it like right after. I was like, oh shit.
Which one?
But a person not paying attention on the phone and
Oh,
nah.
you talking about the dude that was recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was tripping though, bro. Oh man. But hey, no, I did want to hop on. I don't know why, cause I did so much. Like I don't want to say did so much, but I put time in to get in notes and stuff for the sports. Like
All right.
I did like because I feel like this one dude on TikTok and everybody, and we're gonna deal with this, right? He said, he commented on one of our posts. I think it was the Shador one. He was like, "This was a terrible take."
I
So
like it. That means he
that
loved it for real.
and it makes you be like, "All right, Beck." So I don't care, like, because people are always gonna say that it's a terrible take, right? People are
Right.
always gonna say that, but if you when you have facts with your takes, it's nothing else to talk about. That's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think that's why he probably said that because we didn't really like we were just talking about it. It's not like we like dug into it and got the numbers and all that. So I get where he's coming
Yeah,
from
because
on that.
another person said something, and then pretty much was just like, "Y'all should have said this last year." Yeah, buddy. Oh, I'm glad that you're aware of something like
I like
that.
I like the comments, bro. Like
You
I'm
like
down
that?
with
You want
all of
that?
that. But I want
Yeah,
to respond to both of them. So the
I
person
did. Go on. I'll respond. I didn't say nothing
Oh.
too crazy. Like
Oh
one time,
yeah.
I was like, well, I said, "What's your opinion on it? Are you just talking?" Because we can do all that. Like this is like,
Exactly.
yeah, this is like not one of those like type of
If
like,
it's if it's a terrible take, show me a good take.
yeah.
Fourth
Let me
and
say,
four.
let me get your take on it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. But no, it's cool. Yeah, I want you to get on there, and that's good because anytime you comment and doing stuff like that, it might go out a little bit more, distribute out a little bit more,
It does
reach some
for
more
sure.
people. But I do want to start off talk about Mary Washington College, local man for you guys, local for you guys, going to the Division III national championship.
Hey man, you gotta put some respect on the name first. University of Mary Washington.
The
Nah, baby.
University, my fault. Hey, my fault. The University of Mary Washington College they're going to the national championship. They're going to be it's in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's going to be on April 5th. Who do they play? They're playing Emory, who finished the season 22-3. But obviously they were at the top of the other side of the bracket. They ran the table. We beat who did we beat? Dang, I forget who we beat, but we beat the team that was it's not Vienna, but I forget the team. I'm mad now. I'm mad because I
Oh,
didn't have that.
Trinity.
Trinity. There you go. Thank you for being there. Trinity. Oh, and I have it right there. We beat 20, and they were 25-2. Got them out the
Right.
way. So I
Yeah, they were
like
nice.
that. Yeah, I like that for Mary Washington. So we'll see what they do. Hopefully they bring home. I want to see them bring home the Natty. That'd be cool for that area.
Yeah, honestly, bro, this is like a major, major deal. I mean, Fredericksburg in general, I think, has been bubbling. Like, actually, we already knew that there's a lot of good athletes around there, and not just Fredericksburg, surrounding cities and stuff. We're like in a prime spot for
Yeah, yeah,
talent, and it's really cool. For one, because it's Fredericksburg, so they're really putting on national stage. Once they win, then we can really, really say like what they did. But I mean, just this is accomplishing major stuff, and it's cool because I used to keep up with the kids that are on UMW's team when they were in high school.
okay,
So back when actually 2022, I was like I was pushing Team Natural Fit hard, trying to just get connected. And
yeah,
so I knew a player's dad. I knew a player that was on the Patriot High School out of Manassas. My brother knew his dad, and then the coach of Patriot High School, my brother actually played basketball with at Potomac High School.
yeah.
So I was like, dang, I'm gonna pull up on some games. We ended up chopping it up, and I ended up talking to his son, which was Nasir Coleman, straight baller. He doesn't play for UMW, but I ended up going out to eat with all of them. Not all of them, a couple of players, but the main two, which are the stars of UMW, is Caden Bates
Okay.
and damn. Of course, I
Well,
can't
shout
say
out
it.
Caden Bates. Shout
Yeah,
out
shout
Caden
out
Bates.
Caden Bates. And wow, I'm so mad I'm blanking on it. But he's basically they're players from Patriot High School, And it's just really cool because even back then, I could see like how dedicated they were to the sport. Like in high school, like I literally remember like, dang, I wish I was that dedicated.
Yeah, they love.
But just
Yeah,
really locked in on it. And I remember telling them at dinner, I'm like, yo, y'all are gonna go far as long as y'all keep this work ethic and this mentality. Like there's no way, just from what I've seen, over my years, is like, yo, it's really about who puts in the work, and they were doing that.
yeah.
And
And I
so
would. Well, and we want them to win this year. Maybe they can go back to back. Because if it was next year, we'd be there. We'd be
yeah,
there. For real, we'd be going out to Indy.
nah.
We'd be doing we'd be doing the same thing that we do now, but obviously out in Indy. So that would be cool. But so, what do you know anything about? Do you know anything about Emory?
Nah,
Like not the
so
players, but like are they familiar? Like so, this is another thing. It would be cool. Hey, University of Mary Washington, you guys are going to the national championship. Now maybe let's start sniffing some football. They got Division III football too. I think it would be great if we
yeah.
had a Division III football program in Fredericksburg, because then a lot of those Fredericksburg kids will get to play and continue a college career and get their education. You
And
know what I mean?
unfortunately, that's why Fredericksburg is not gonna. I mean, UMW is not gonna do it because, like, and you're right, you're spot on, bro. They would automatically be competing with seeing like Christopher Newport, which is like top tier right now in
Yeah,
D3 football.
easily.
So the problem is that UMW used to be Mary Washington College, all girls school,
Yeah.
and some of the people on the board, I think, I mean, I'm just guessing, they just they just don't see the vision because they should have been had a football team. Like
Yeah,
you
bro.
literally got like, I mean, we're not the 757, but the amount of talent in the area is ridiculous for them not to have a football program right around.
especially especially for the fact of until we go back to like what Lamb, like until Lamb really started popping, like pushing people out there.
Hmm.
Fredericksburg wasn't known for an area to send people to Division I or Division II colleges. So
But yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So like, and even then, so even after Lamb was pushing people, right? A lot of people still ended up going to Division III colleges. So I
yeah,
guarantee, yo, when you were there, like not at Mary Wash, but around your time frame, my time frame, a little bit before me. I mean, University of Mary Washington could have probably competed for a national championship for a decade straight,
100%, bro.
easily.
Easily, easily. Just because, I mean, like the talent that you said that just wasn't being recruited like that would have all ended up at Mary Wash, and it would
Yeah,
have been good.
And look, all them players from JM, they all went to North Carolina Western. Nope, they probably
Oh,
would have went all to
literally.
the University of Mary Washington, still been living in Mayfield, winning national championships. It would have been the same thing. I'm telling you, I played with them in Little League, man. You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
100%. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, I don't know how much. I think Mary Wash is an expensive school, but I'm not sure.
True, yeah. Like now
But
though, you could maybe figure out something because of NIL though.
true,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. They
So
gotta they gotta put football on the radar in the next 10 years, or they're really tripping.
I
Uh,
wouldn't understand. I wouldn't.
Nah, and maybe like now that I think about it, like they always have to put a lot of money into their infrastructure because football, like that's just a whole nother. I mean, that's the money maker, and right now I don't know what their money maker is, but I'd have to say it's like basketball and soccer, if anything.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Like, yeah, no, I feel you. And then, yeah, you'd have to think like, where could you? I wouldn't even see them playing at Mari, so it would be a lot. But like honestly, this should have happened a long time ago. You know what I mean? So
Really
like,
should have.
shouldn't be figuring it out in 2026. But I mean, it is what it is, which makes it seem like it probably definitely won't happen. That it's still not even in the talks of anything.
But I'm glad you said Moore Stadium because it would be dope if that stadium got a real upgrade, which it actually
Yeah,
needs.
yeah,
And you know what I
and
mean? Get a nice
tickets are
turf
better.
field, nice bleachers on both. Well, keep the concrete bleachers, but
Yep.
add to it, and then put some bleachers on the other side. Like I actually really love Morey Field. Like that's the best field I think to
Well,
play at because
probably
it's.
because you did them dirty a lot of times there.
I mean,
But
it's
we
like
don't got to go there today. We can talk
yeah, we
about
can.
that tomorrow, though.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But it's like the atmosphere, like what I mean. There's people right on the
Yeah,
field. Like it's just I don't know. It's real
it's
close.
all like there was people on because I used to go. the reason why I'm very confident in what I just said, and I can't wait to talk about it tomorrow. I went to the games, you know what I'm saying, from the
Yeah.
outside, and because I never got to play against them, so I
Oh
went
wow,
to
I
the
didn't know
game.
that.
Never. So we'll talk about this tomorrow. Yeah, I played with them for the Fredericksburg Colts. I played with all of them, like on the team.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah, me
crazy.
and Diggs. Diggs was the quarterback. I was the running back.
Okay.
Yeah, so but we'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, but when I would go to the games, when I would come back and I would go to the games when you were playing, yeah, and when you guys like because both teams were really good competing, if not both undefeated. If one team not we got one loss, one team undefeated, so the other team want to give them that L.
Yep.
Their whole side is packed. Chancellor whole side is packed. All by the locker rooms full.
Yep.
It's just like you said. It's like if they had bleachers that surrounded the stadium, that everybody would be. They would surround like they would. That would be a sellout. And that would. Could you imagine that environment in high school in this area? This ain't Texas. Texas, man, that joint crazy the way their high school
Yeah.
games are. But
Oh
if you would
yeah.
have put like a high school like out here and you would have a stadium that wrapped around with the seating when you guys were playing back then, it would have been sold out because that's how many people were already in those exact locations of where the seating could have been.
Right. Right. Nah, I mean, spot on, man. Spot on. You don't want to talk about that today?
Yeah, we can, bro, because we here already. You
Yeah,
know
we
what I'm
already
saying?
here.
So I know we can because I just want to know, like, so what, like, so okay, like, we're gonna just be real though.
Yeah, yeah.
The freshman year, okay, this is when I got hurt. I wanted to play them back. You know, I never got to play them. I wanted to play them so bad because I listen. You know, I love all my jam boys. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know, which if this is all that matters, so it is what it is. But I'm still gonna say I don't know if we would have won, but I promise y'all, I would have torched you easily.
I think we would have won if you were playing. Like I was
I'm
like,
not. I'm serious, bro. It
yeah.
would have been a high scoring game though.
No, it would have. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. That my freshman year, bro. That squad that they had was next level,
My
for
dad
sure.
doesn't think we would have won, even if I played.
Yeah, and so like I vividly remember. This is definitely embarrassing, and nobody knows this, but I respectfully shitted on myself. Literally, like after the first quarter. I mean, you got to understand. I'm 14 years old. These
Yeah.
guys were smacking Steven
Yeah.
Meadows. Steven Meadows, no
Steven
bullshit.
Meadows.
I could
Yeah.
tell that his mission was to make sure like I'd have never wanted to play football again or something. Because literally, like, I'm going down first quarter, and he just comes in out of nowhere. Boom, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, there go my pre fucking game dinner.
Yeah.
And bro, I played the whole game like that. Nobody said nothing to me. I'm smelling like shit. After the game, bro, I literally didn't change. I fucking wore my game pants home and everything.
Hey,
But
listen.
like, that's just a funny memory. But like, I mean,
No, because that's a great memory. Because now, okay, cool. We know
yeah.
about that time. That freshman year. That was your freshman year. I was off the team. I got hurt by then, so I wasn't playing. So I couldn't
Mhm.
imagine that. And my dad still thinks to this day, my dad completely believes in me. But even he
Yeah,
doesn't. He knows I would have had a great game, but he just doesn't think we would have been able to beat them on the back end. They think they were too fast for us, and there wasn't
they
enough
were.
speed. Yeah, there wasn't enough speed. You get
Yeah,
what I'm
they
saying?
were. They were. They were. I think. I mean, your dad's a football guy, so he knows. Like, if you lined up player to player, like they had the advantage
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but like literally, like after that game, it did the complete opposite for me. I'm like, I don't want to ever fucking feel like this ever again.
Hey, look.
But I was a realist with myself too. I'm like, I can't beat myself up too bad because like I finished the game. I didn't. It's not like I was like, I'm done, coach. But
I remember PJ Hayden. I remember I
bro,
was messed up at the game, bro. But I remember PJ Hayden, Devontae Atkins was doing whatever they wanted.
I mean, PJ was touching the ball, and I was like, oh, that's touchdown already. Like it was actually crazy. Like matter of fact, PJ reminds me of you. Like y'all kind of played similar. I feel
That
like
was one of my.
it's
But
just like
I
they
almost
let
got to play with
him
him.
actually do whatever like as they should because he's a straight baller. And
I
yeah,
always respected him. I always
yeah, dog.
respected him. I didn't play. See, that's the thing. I never played. So when I played for the Colts, I didn't get to play with PJ. Then I got to play against him in like little league, and then he's just one of those players you gonna know, no, dang, he's nice. You know what I'm saying? And then when you play somebody that's nice when they're younger, then you hitting them too. So whenever you, at least for me, you could
Mhm.
always tell the way. I don't know for me, if somebody was out there hitting, they had the potential to be nice. So I'm gonna remember their name. You get what I'm saying? But he was just
Oh
nice
yeah.
too. He just played on like the worst team, but
Who?
yeah, PJ.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like that, this was little league. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So, and then I just remember again in high school, just reading about him, and then he was getting all like, he had like before everything happened with him, he had like every ACC school knocking at his door.
I know, bro.
Yeah,
Literally, he deservingly. And I remember because I'm pretty sure he had an ankle bracelet on when we played him, and I remember seeing that shit. And I was like, oh, this okay, this is
yeah, on
varsity.
that type timing. Yeah, on that type timing. And he
Yeah.
was, and look, and I don't think he got to play the year before, so he was
No,
like,
he
he was
didn't. Yeah.
really ready for anything, bro. So like, but okay, freshman year, literally dookied on yourself. Wow, that's crazy. But now let's be for real. Now let's talk about sophomore,
Yeah.
junior. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about the games at their stadium. I remember going to watch games at their stadium and what you did to them on their field.
So first of all, like that was our like. I mean, we had a couple rivals, but when we played them, it was just like some extra sauce to it because like they talk shit probably more than any other team I've ever
Yeah.
witnessed, and it was good though because like I'm not a shit talker. I'm more like okay, bet. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Let's see what's up there. And so I sophomore year, actually sophomore year was probably it was a really great game. We played them. No, we only played them once. That was the year they won the state championship in their division. So
Okay.
me and we had to come in there in their home field and dookie on them, I guess.
I was there, bro.
But it was a close game for us. So I'm not even gonna front like it was like a blowout.
Nah.
But we were definitely getting off. Like as far as like that was when me and Damo. Well, that was the first. Hold up. That was Damo's senior year,
Yeah, it was John
and
Senior.
we had put in so much work in the summer that me and him felt super confident. And we
Yep.
went undefeated in the regular season, and so like me and him really didn't care who was lining up against us. We just felt like, yo, if you get the ball, it's going. If I get the ball, it's going. As far as first downs, or just what I mean, getting positive yardage. So I think that
Yeah.
I remember Devontae Atkins, his first catch was a
Yeah.
touchdown for 90 yards. I was like, no
Yeah.
way this is happening again. And luckily we responded right away. So it's like it killed that energy that could easily take over a
Yeah.
game.
I'm mad because that last when you were just saying what you were saying before, you were like frozen. And you were saying some,
Ah,
yeah, you were saying some real stuff. But I think what you were talking about was like, so I can see, but with you putting in all that work, the way, because you being in 10th grade and you talking that way, like, hey, it was that easy already. Because that's what I felt. Hey, that's what I felt my senior year.
right.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I felt my senior, not my sophomore year, but I felt that way. I felt like that way when I was at I felt that way when I was at Fork Union, but I was playing prep and junior prep there, so I was playing like JV and varsity there, 10th grade.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But when I scored like my first touchdown on prep against Harvard Great Military Academy, I was like, oh, I'm nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was playing running back still, so I played running back my whole life, bro, until like 11th grade and then still played running back 11th grade. I didn't really switch all the way to quarterback until my senior year.
Facts, facts. And I mean, sophomore year, a lot of the confidence came from Damo too. Like,
Yeah,
knowing you got that kind of beast in the backfield with you,
yeah,
that definitely gave me a lot of confidence. But I mean, going to junior year, there was even more shit talk. 'Cause now everybody's like, yo, you ain't got Damo, da 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 da. You
yeah,
already know how that was going. And just like the natural beef that there is when you playing against another good team, and everybody knows each other kinda, or like kinda sort.
Uh, but, but hold on. Hey, hold on, cause you freezing. You gotta hear this one. People gotta hear this one. And yeah, hold on, you freezing up some, cause I want them to hear this one. And then and
All right.
then explain who your fullback was too.
Sophomore year,
Not junior year.
junior year, the fullback was Josh Ernest.
Ernest. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, Ernest and Jeff Sawyer. They were on rotation.
Okay.
They were on rotation,
So yeah, there's nothing.
and
So okay, so continue. Now there's nothing to talk. Damo's not there. Cool. Yeah, of course they're gonna be talking crap. So what happened in the game though?
yeah, it was another good game. But again, like my junior year, I didn't feel like anybody in our area could mess with me. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I had uber confidence that like first of all, I'm scoring every game. I'd already told myself that,
Yeah.
and you're not. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm getting the yards I needed. Like I was never like, yo, I'm scoring touchdowns like first play or you know what I mean, all
Like
these
how I
long
would do.
runs. Like you were the type, you know, with your speed, I'll probably be telling everybody I'm scoring this
Yeah.
play, and I'm more like you know what, I'm getting the first down, and if it's there, I'm scoring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just really had the confidence that nobody in the area could fuck with me for real, for real.
Yeah.
And so that translated to the game. I think I ended up having like 30 carries, 100 something. I don't remember exactly, but couple, either one or two touchdowns. But I mean, you could see that they were trash talking the whole game, and probably by the third quarter, I think they realized that. I mean, the talking definitely doesn't work on me, and all that hitting y'all doing is nothing compared to Steven Meadows. Get the fuck up out of here.
They little now. Yeah, no, for real though.
No,
See,
I
that's
mean
what I'm saying. You had to
that's what I
play
was
these.
telling in my brain. Like I'm like, that's
Yeah.
all right.
Now, but you said it best, bro. 14. You were out there playing varsity football at 14. Like that's when you go into the game. But at least we can. At least you can say one thing. This is what's so funny. They really weren't. That's my senior year. You weren't even a second string quarterback. But when
Ah,
I got hurt, I bet you who went into the game. The
you know
third
what's
string
crazy?
quarterback, Micah Cunningham.
It's so weird, like that whole like you know, because they're like you were kind of getting in trouble and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I remember Clemens was like, yeah, you know, you're third string, Sean second string, and then what game was it? The Orange game. That was the
I
first
didn't play
game
the
you had to
first
sit
half.
out. You had to sit out.
The
And
first half,
like
yeah.
the day before, Clemens comes in, he's like, hey, you're gonna start tomorrow. Da, da, da. I was like, oh shit, all right. You know what I mean? I wasn't even ready for it. But that whole another game was legendary too, because I
Yes.
forced the fumble and you
Yep.
scooped it and like almost scored right there.
I know.
That was lit.
That was lit,
But
bro.
that was my
Well,
last defensive play. I'm
I
actually
was about
going
to say,
about.
you know what? I was gonna say because I don't remember like can't remember if you made like a big play on offense in the first half. I felt like you just like you controlled the game,
Nah,
or
I
like
was definitely managing the game.
yeah, I felt like you controlled the game. And
Yeah.
then because I remember they put me back in at quarterback when I got in there and I did something. But you know, like that was just my senior year, so it didn't matter who we would
Yeah,
have played. I would have did whatever, like on offense.
definitely.
Yeah, like you know, if but that play that would feel like that was your welcome to varsity moment because that was like a game sealing play. Like if they go down and
Bro,
score, we may
that was
lose the
game
game.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we may lose the game. So that play right there and that to force that fumble, that
bro.
was yeah. You know I'm
I
gonna be there
remember,
after that. So that the big thing was forcing that fumble.
bro. I remember like it was yesterday, Coach Joy, because like you know I knew you were coming back in the second half, so
Yeah.
I'm just thinking in my head like, damn, hopefully they put me back on defense, and it's their last series. Joy's like, go out there, make a play. I'm like, oh, say less. I didn't know what I was about to do, but I saw bro catch the ball and he like holding it so loose.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
oh,
said
I'm
bum.
like, oh yeah, bro.
Yep.
I just really did a regular tackle. I wasn't even going for the fumble, but like I knew for sure he wasn't getting past me. And sure enough, that don't pop
Carnell
right out.
Perkins. I think it was
Yeah, yeah.
Carnell Perkins. You made
Yeah,
Carnell Perkins fumble. Yep. That's what's up, man.
that's crazy. And
Yeah.
then for JM, my senior year, I didn't get to play against them, bro. That shit really blew me. But it's all good.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to play him once.
Yeah.
Like literally, you know what I'm saying? My freshman year, I think I was already off the team. Grades, I think. Sophomore year, I'm at Fork Union. Junior year, I don't. Why did I ain't playing my junior year? I don't know why I ain't playing my junior year. I did go through some like crazy back problems my junior year, but I was still playing through it. But I was having to get like stem. I was having to go to Quantico like twice a week, getting stem treatments and a whole bunch of stuff on my back. My lower back was messed up.
Oh wow.
I think it was like, you know what they call like that sciatic nerve thing.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I think that might have would have been. I was just so young then, but I
Yeah,
was tall.
that makes sense for real.
Then senior year, oh boy, that was all bad. I was dragging up against the fence. I was so depressed, bro. You know what I'm saying? After I got hurt, so it was just
Yo,
all
one thing I gotta ask you about is I remember all this shit like it was yesterday. The first scrimmage I want to talk about is Broadway. You remember when we scrimmaged them?
Yeah, I
You
remember.
remember what you were saying on the bus?
Well, I don't. I remember. Look, I just remember saying I was gonna score.
Bro, all right. So first, like you, I mean, you said that regardless of like you said, but no, we're pulling up on the bus and we see the players, and like we thought it was the JV team because they look so small for real. Hey yo, Brent looked over. He said, "I'm scoring 3 touchdowns back to back to back." I was like, "Hey yo, chill out," because the scrimmage structure was like you get 10 plays or whatever. The other team get 10 plays, and sure enough, bro, first play touchdown, second play touchdown. Then the third play was a Damo touchdown, but it's like the same thing pretty much. So I was just like me witnessing that, I was like, oh, this is no, it was William Monroe. That's what
William
it was.
Monroe.
William Monroe. It wasn't
Yeah,
Broadway. It wasn't Broadway, but
well,
William
because
Monroe.
we did scrimmage Broadway second though.
No.
No.
We that was the actual game. That was the actual game.
Yeah,
We
no.
scrimmaged. We scrimmaged. You know who we scrimmaged next?
Yeah, boy. Hey, look. When we scrimmage them, hey, I like that type of stuff though, right? But you know
Yeah.
what? You know what blew me about that is knowing I'm like, oh, we're not ready. that's
Yo.
that's what's. I thought we were nice.
You know what's crazy? I thought we were nice too, and I'm I'm a freshman. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
They were huge.
of D1, you Damo, but
Yeah.
when I saw Jarrell Roberts, I was like, okay, that's league shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, it was crazy. Like he was really shitting. Like it wasn't, and
No,
there was a running back they had too that was going crazy.
that's the one that, and see, that's the thing though. I know that like him, like direct, there was no way. But I did walk him down though. But here's what happened
You
after I
did.
walked him. But here's what happened after I walked him down. That dang running back was right there. I only think
Yup.
he stiff armed me because I'm trying to like get into him where I can try to get into Dyrell. Like he's about to score anyways, but I'm just surprised at this moment. But man,
Yeah.
he hit me at the 5 yard line, bro. When I hit the ground, boom! I looked down. I was in the end zone. But he was bigger than
Nah.
Dyrell. The dude that hit me
Yeah.
was bigger than Dyrell, man. I said,
Them
"Oh
Smithfield
man."
boys, bro. Them Smithfield, bro. They were hitting.
Well, because
Like
look, they not only were they black, but they country black.
yeah, facts.
Smithfield is the country out there in the 757. So you still in the
Yeah.
757, but they working on farms and all that.
Right.
Real talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Real.
they
Nah,
was
they
out
got
there.
they got that grown man strength at 15.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what made me realize, like, and because that was a great scrimmage though, because that was like that would have been our competition like that year if we were to go to states and stuff, which we still don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We still don't know. But I what would have happened? There was nothing that it would have had to been a whole different. Darian would have had to been a receiver. There had to been told because there was no way Justin Smith or any of them, no disrespect, would have been able to go out there and compete with Smithfield.
And I know that they were clowning us when they saw them two go out for receiver, respectively.
and they sending out Darrell Roberts. And then that's the difference. You just got me and Damo. I mean, it's just
I
two of them.
guarantee they were like, "Yo, does this receiver have DN gloves on?"
Hey, look. Hey, look. You know how defenders in basketball, they let, like, if you can't shoot, they back off. They let the go. They
Yeah.
probably bro, the corners were probably coming in. You know how like they probably were coming in. Knew we weren't gonna audible. Even if they did come in, we weren't audible to no go. You know what I'm saying? But we did. Hey, I did throw. I remember that I did throw about a 70-yard bomb that game, and it went right through. It went right through Sean Murray's hands. Yeah, it's on my highlight tape.
No, I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that. You did. And it
Because
was
they
a
were,
good ball too.
because them coaches, that's, and so that gave me some more confidence because I was definitely like, man, oh man, like, but then them coaches was like, hey man, you're a true baller. You know what I'm saying? Like saying, so when you hear stuff like that from coaches, when they know they
Yeah.
just dog walked y'all, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. That's funny.
I knew you was gonna bring that up though.
I had to, bro.
Yeah.
That was like I'll never forget. Like, I mean, football is like one of them sports where I think all sports actually, like when you're really in it and you know you're making good memories, like you never forget stuff like that.
Nah, ever. Never. But one thing you forgot too was that game where I scored back to back and then Damo scored. Yo, you know, me and Kyle had to run 4 corners before the game, before the scrimmage.
Oh, I remember that too. It was crazy. Like we got off the bus and Coach O was like, "Bro, I saw you going over there," and you was like, after that, you was like, "I'm still scoring."
I'm still scoring. Yeah. I didn't think they were really gonna make me do that. They really made me do that.
Either. I didn't either. But I ain't gonna lie, I gained a lot of respect for them because of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what? They
They
said
had to
that's what
teach
he
me,
had to
bro.
do, and you know what I mean.
They had to teach me. They had to.
But the reason you did it there is because we had to leave so early. You were supposed to do it at the practice
At the
field
practice
at
field.
home.
Yeah.
But
I tried to finesse my way out. They said, nope, you still doing this. But
yep,
hey,
I remember that.
hey, all I know though is all it did to me was got me I was warmed up then. Cause like that's what like I be watching LeBron what he do before his workout, like before the game. I'm like, man, that's a whole workout. And he
Whole
just warming
workout.
his body up.
Exactly. I mean, literally, I was just thinking about this the other day. Actually, this morning. That third game, you're feeling really, really like warmed up, ready
Yeah.
to go. And
True. Nah. Yeah. We might, hey man, and look, the worst thing is you might not even have been warmed up till after the second quarter, and then you're going into halftime. So then you got to re-warm. It's like for real if you think about that way. Because if you
yeah,
first
that's
quarter,
true.
yeah, if you take working out seriously after the first quarter, because we're not really training our bodies like these athletes are training their bodies nowadays. So then mostly like somebody like me, unless it was my senior year, I probably wasn't really getting warmed up till mid second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean?
No, that
And
yeah.
I hate halftime. I hate halftime.
Me too, bro. Me too. Like
Anyway,
I definitely wasn't getting really. Honestly, I wish I would have played both ways because I was like me. I mean, we're like one and the same with the mentality. I did not want to be off the field,
yeah,
but I understood where they were coming from. But it still would blow me every game. I'm like, there's no way. Of course, I want the starters to be in there, but like, come on, bro. I could be a good sub on defense. Like, don't play
yeah,
with me. I was
bro.
like,
After I got hurt, probably they're probably like, yeah, he'll never see the defensive side of the
that's
ball.
exactly how they handled it too, bro. But it's all good. Everything worked out for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. And shout out to all the JM players because y'all were dogs for real. Got
You made
nothing but love and respect for all the JM football players and all the players in general.
yeah
Um,
because JM players they make you want to be better.
yeah,
That's just
exactly.
period, man.
Exactly.
I don't care what anybody says. Now, I
Yeah.
say this, you know, when I played with them in Little League, because I used to think they didn't, and you know I rock with all them boys, but I didn't think they. I think they were hating on me and Diggs, and not hating like that because they real ballers. But we came in there. We're from Spotsy Parks and Rec, but we're too old.
Ah,
We're too old from Spotsy Parks and Rec now. So, but we still want to play. Jay Kenny, do you remember Jay Kenny? Jay
yeah, I
Kenny.
remember him.
Okay, his dad was the coach. So he
Um,
didn't play with us, but his dad was a coach. But when we went to the combine for the Fredericksburg Colts, all I know is that the first practice, Diggs was a starting quarterback and I was a starting running back. And I don't think a couple of them were happy about that. You know what I'm saying? But we should have went to the Super Bowl. Man, we played Caroline twice in a row. We played them the last game of the season, beat them. We shouldn't, and then we played them again. We just came in there, just whack. We lost them first round of playoffs. We were literally supposed to go to the Super Bowl and play Colonial Beach. They had Brandon Foster, but yeah, because we played the Beach in Fredericksburg. We almost beat them. They ain't lost in like 4 years or something like that. We almost beat them too. We were smacking Brandon Foster. Me and Diggs and Scrap. You know, Scrap was smacking him too. Everybody was smacking him. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But he was just so big. Went back then. Do you know who Brandon Foster is?
Who?
Brandon Foster. He went to Colonial Beach.
Nah, I don't know.
He was back when because they're such a small school, but he was back when we were, bro. If you go look at the papers back in the day, you would see Brandon Foster 6 touchdowns, 5 TDs. But you know, he went to the Beach, but he was like 6'2", 200, playing running back. Yeah.
That's great.
If they might have won a state championship when he was there. If not lost, if they went to one. If not
okay, I don't know. I know they won one in basketball with TT Carey.
Yeah, TT Carey, yeah. So they might have lost in one with football, but yeah, that's what's up, man. But yeah, let's I gotta get up off here.
All right, this was good.
Yeah, I know. I like this actually. I do like this. So but it's cool because especially on like on a Monday or a Friday, since we're taking that so much time and really wanting to dive in with Joe, maybe we just do something like this for those days where we do sports in the afternoon.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, that's a bet. All right, dog. Well, I see you. I'll talk to you in the morning, but I'll start getting a little list together now because we can still talk about the Lakers, which will be straight because they play tonight, and if they win, that'll be 10 straight.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be good.
So we'll see. All right, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, well.